Good day everyone, my name is Annalyn and I'm here to help you guys learn about the indirect object, which is also a part of a sentence. But before we start, can you still remember the topic that we discussed in the previous episode? Well, we have learned that a sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. Also, the two basic parts of a sentence, the subject and the predicate, were discussed in the previous video. If you haven't watched the first video of parts of a sentence, you can go back and learn more about the subject and predicate with examples.
Hello everyone, I am AMALEAD and this time we will learn about the direct object. Other elements within the subject or predicate provides more meaning or detail. The direct object, indirect object, and subject complement are among these elements. All of these components can be combined to form simple, compound, complex, or compound-complex phrases. But first, let's talk about the direct object. The direct object receives the action of the sentence. The direct object is usually a noun or pronoun. A direct object is also a word or phrase that receives the action of the verb. If you can identify the subject and the verb in a sentence, then you can use this simple formula to find the direct object. Verb plus what or who equals direct object. Subject plus verb plus what or who equals direct object. I'll give you an example. Brianna brings pen and paper for the press conference. Here, the subject is Brianna and the verb is brings. What does Brianna bring? Pen and paper. Isn't that simple? Let's walk through a few more direct object examples. The teachers eat the cake. The subject is the teachers and the verb is eat. What do the teachers eat? The cake, so that is direct object. Now, you can guess the part of this sentence. The grade 3 students prefer short story over poetry. What is the subject? Right, the grade 3 students. How about the verb? Yes, the word prefer is the verb.
So now can you guess the direct object?
Absolutely. The direct object is the short story over poetry. You are doing fine in learning the other parts of a sentence. Are you ready for more? Let us now listen Ate Annalyn for the indirect object.
Hi guys, it's me again, and since AMALEAD already discussed the direct object, I guess you will understand the difference between the indirect and direct object in a sentence better this time. An indirect object is an object that is used with the transitive verb to indicate who benefits from an action or gets something as a result. Again, direct object receives the action of the verb, and meanwhile, indirect object receives the direct object. Ganun lang siya kasimple. Well, we have some steps here for you to be able to find what the indirect subject is in a sentence. To find an indirect object, first, we need to find the verb. Is it an action verb? Well, if it's an action verb, put the verb in a blank and ask who or what. Now that you have found the direct object, next that you need to ask is to whom or for whom. If the sentence tells you the answer to this question, then you have found an indirect object. Let us take a look at an example here. Here we have the sentence, she baked me a cake. Baked is our verb and our direct subject is a cake. Our indirect subject is me. Sa madaling salita, ang indirect object ay ang tao o subject na direct na makatatanggap or target ng isang sentence o pangungusap. Let us not forget that in order to find what the indirect object is, we just need to ask the question to whom. Let's have another example here. I lent him a notebook Can you guess the indirect object in this sentence? Great! Him is the indirect object because he is the one who received the direct object, which is the notebook. See? The topic is just a piece of cake for you. I hope to learn something meaningful from today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Bye!